What the fuck is YouTube anymore? Sounding like that motherfucker, I'd rather just die. I'd rather fucking die, dude. YouTube to me is such a weird thing, to be honest. No, I really don't give a shit. If you're a big fan of her, please come at me. But, you know, I think she could go for some discussion. She wouldn't mind that.
One of the most iconic YouTubers in the commentary community is LeafyIsHere, as he was pretty much one of the first commentary YouTubers to popularize the genre, as he was also one of the first many creators who didn't have a filter and pretty much said whatever in his videos. LeafyIsHere, aka Calvin Lee, grew his channel with his videos that consisted of him making fun of little kids and even making fun of people with disabilities and stuff, as he went into them with little to no remorse. And all Leafy's takes like he would make on YouTube would of course bring an extremely controversial view on him, as he would get into drama with Keemstar and even iDubbbz, as iDubbbz had made several videos slandering Leafy, and eventually Leafy's relevancy would slowly drift away as he went on a 2-year hiatus without notifying his fans. But surprisingly, he would come back in 2020, but his demise would strike him, as he had gotten deplatformed off of YouTube without a warning, something super controversial. Throughout this video, we're going to be going through how exactly Leafy went from making Minecraft videos to now being blackfaced on the face of the internet and having a whole army of enemies behind him. And honestly, we have to begin with the creation of his channel. LeafyIsHere created his channel on October 7, 2011 by an unknown to the world 16-year-old Calvin Lee. During Leafy's early days of the internet, he had been investing his time in coding with the software Java, as he had been running his own Minecraft server that was worth money to pay for, which in these servers many kids in the game often paid a lot of money for the items or even for their own plot of land in the game, as this was way before Mojang started to crack down on these paid Minecraft servers. And Leafy's channel mainly consisted of him playing Minecraft on his Minecraft server. However, none of these videos on Leafy's channel really popped off, but this didn't exactly deter Leafy from making Minecraft videos, as the Minecraft content on his channel kept coming out. By 2013, Leafy's channel had reached 15,000 subscribers, but Leafy's channel would end up getting suspended for a short period of time due to people in the server reporting him, but shortly afterwards his channel would get reinstated.
But what happened with my channel, it got suspended. It was just kind of like a mess up. I didn't break any rules, and I got my channel back. The day I found out that my channel was suspended, I was seriously like, you guys have no idea how nervous I was. I'm so relieved.
Around this time, this had pretty much been the most stressful period in Leafy's life, as people kept DDoSing his Minecraft server and requesting large amounts of money from him. So with all the drama that was going on with his Minecraft server, LeafyIsHere would go on to post his first ever commentary video, Kids Who DDoS, with some CSGO gameplay in the background. And around this time, this would be around the time when Leafy started to distance himself from making Minecraft videos, as the trend of Minecraft PvP videos began to start to slowly die down. And this change would ultimately work out for Leafy in the long run, as this slight change would allow Leafy to talk about whatever he wanted to, with some entertainment in the background. And his videos may consist of a wide variety of topics. He often told life stories to make it seem more interesting, and a lot of videos making fun of little kids. By mid-2015, the LeafyIsHere channel had surpassed 100,000 subscribers, as he was marked as one of the fastest growing channels of all time. And after he hit 100k subscribers, this was actually around the time Leafy would start to show his face.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Leafy is Beefy with his face cam on. Holy shit, it's Leafy!
And it would be around this time where Leafy's videos started to average millions of views, and then by 2015, LeafyIsHere channel had reached 500,000 subscribers. Also in 2015, Leafy would go on to do something that would spark up a major YouTube inside joke. Leafy would go on to do his most famous hiss joke, as when he did this caused his whole fan base to spam other content creators with hisses, as every content creator's comment section was full of Leafy's fan base hissing them, and this caused Leafy to get more recognition than he ever did. But this obviously caused Leafy to develop a few enemies behind him, as people found this extremely annoying. Shortly after this, Leafy's videos would start to consist of different people on the internet, as now it wasn't just solely making videos of annoying little kids. He would start to make controversial videos about certain people. One of the people Leafy made fun of was a creator by the name of Mr. BlackDark66, in which he made a video showing how kids in his neighborhood were bullying him, and Leafy's video consisted of him clowning on Mr. BlackDark. In response, Mr. BlackDark made a video called Leafy Go Fuck Yourself, and the entire situation would be covered on Drama Alert, where Keemstar had brought the two to talk it out, if that's what you want to call it like that.
He's just being an asshole about it the whole time. Even in his last video, he just mocks me continuously, and it's just one big mocking for it.
I mean, motherfucker, you literally said you were gonna kill me.
However, this wouldn't really compare to what Leafy would find himself in next. Shortly after this, Leafy was going to make a video about a man who had found out a woman had left a container first she purchased eggs on top of her car, and she was about to drive off. But that's when he had came and helped the lady out. And clearly in the video, it shows that the man was talking really slow and sort of drawn out. And that's because the man in the video is autistic.
I ran so fast, I got to the top of her car, she was pulling out, and I handed her eggs. Isn't that right, ma'am?
It is, thank you. I didn't realize I put eggs on top of the car. I appreciate that very much.
Yes, you know, and the thing is, folks, it's always good to do a good deed every single day. And even though, you know, no one expects you to do it, you should, because isn't that right, ma'am?
Yes, it is.
And this video began bombarded with dislikes by Leafy's fanbase, and Leafy's fanbase even hissing at him and sending him death threats. So this resulted in the man making a response to Leafy's fanbase.
Hello, folks. I'm having a difficult time right now because some people are threatening my life, threatening my family, and all I wanted to do was inspire people.
This entire situation caused a wide variety of people to hate on Leafy. One of the bigger critics who responded to Leafy was H3H3, where he made a video called the Leafy Rant.
So what happened? Leafy made a video about a guy like he usually does, calling him a fucking asshole, cringy, weirdo, you know, whatever, all the stuff he usually does. And it turns out that this guy is actually autistic and has a YouTube channel. He's a YouTuber. So essentially, he has made fun of someone who actually has a mental disability, and they made a video of themselves crying, saying they're getting death threats, and he's really upset.
After all the backlash Leafy got, he would apologize shortly afterwards, saying how he fucked up and this was the worst thing he had ever done. And Leafy would also respond to H3H3, where Leafy exposes how much of a hypocrite H3H3 really was.
All he does is make fun of kids?
Okay. Ethan, you sure you want to make this point? You really the same in this matter? You really not a hypocrite with this?
Clean cut? I wouldn't exactly call it clean cut. He's got the hair of a fucking 6-year-old dude with a goddamn shitty toupee.
Look guys, the thing is the real Ethan, not the bullshit ass act that they put up on their YouTube channel, but the real Ethan is just as bad, if not worse, than any of the people that they've criticized on their channel, if not worse.
But despite all the controversy, this didn't really affect Leafy's channel at all, as because H3H3 and Leafy had actually made up on Twitter, but it would be around this time where Leafy began to start to run out of video ideas, as this form of making fun of people on the internet started to run out. So Leafy did the next best thing and started making straight up attack videos on people. Some of Leafy's attack videos received support, but some didn't. For example, he made a video shading on Keemstar, as around this time Keemstar was already under attack by iDubbbz, as iDubbbz had made a content cop video on him, where essentially iDubbbz went over all of Keemstar's bad history, and this caused people to start to flame Keemstar. And funny enough, Leafy and Keemstar were actually previously friends before, but Leafy didn't just make one video on Keemstar, he made a series of videos ranting about how Keemstar is a piece of shit, as many people around this time were attacking Keemstar, and Leafy decided to join in with them. However, around late 2016, this would be the beginning of the end for Leafy, because around this time Leafy began losing a bunch of viewership. That was because YouTube had updated the terms of service to filter out their harassing and bullying content, and Leafy was a firm target, as YouTube literally began to start to strike down some of Leafy's videos that were bullying people, putting him in a bit of a bad spot, as the rule is 3 strikes you're out on YouTube, meaning your channel will get terminated if your videos get 3 strikes, and things will only get even worse for Leafy, as iDubbbz had dropped his own content video on Leafy in September of 2016. iDubbbz's video was filled with him making fun of Leafy's chin and some of his past controversies.
We got it all set up here. I'm gonna get out the bullhorn in a minute, and we're gonna see how many takers we have. I'm hoping the prizes will be incentive enough for people to wanna hide the chin.
And Leafy would respond to iDubbbz's concept cop video, but his response wouldn't really do him too good, as iDubbbz's video caused an enormous amount of people slandering Leafy, and people taking the absolute piss out of him. But Leafy was surprisingly still making YouTube videos, even though his videos were bombarded with dislikes. But in February of 2017, when the apocalypse began, this caused videos that were not suitable for the public, even videos bullying people, meant that your videos would be demonetized and you can't make money. And Leafy, like everyone else, loves money, but with the nature his content was in, he would be a clear target to this. And all of Leafy's videos began to start getting demonetized, and some even getting removed. And if things couldn't get any more worse, some of his news ended up getting leaked because his Twitter got hacked, which no, I'm not gonna find for this video. And this resulted in him losing a bunch of views and subscribers. Then by December of 2017, Leafy's channel went quiet. During this time, he tried to resolve his friendship with Keemstar, but despite this, he didn't upload anymore, as all the controversy was in, and YouTube's new rules that was targeting his channel. And many people during this time all thought that this was the end of Leafy's time on the internet, as it seemed like he was pretty much burnt out. However, 2 years later, Leafy would want to randomly return back to YouTube with a 30-second video on iDubbbz. And this short video surprisingly resulted in many people welcoming Leafy back on the YouTube landscape, and Leafy's return was so big that he started to trend on Twitter. After the 30-second video, Leafy would make a follow-up video showing iDubbbz and his girlfriend, because it had been revealed that iDubbbz's girlfriend had started an OnlyFans, and many people called iDubbbz a dickhead and a simp. But there were some people who still didn't like Leafy, one of them being H3H3.
You know, I would love people saying, "Oh, Leafy, come back." I would love to see Leafy come back and try to exist in the landscape today. Like, the content that he was making would never fly on YouTube today, and you have to adapt and overcome the fact that, like, you can't even curse, bro. Like, I don't know.
However, Leafy's video and his return on YouTube was kind of a slap in the face for H3H3, as H3H3 didn't want Leafy back on YouTube. And now that Leafy was back, his video was way more relaxed and way more laid back, as he wasn't playing a character anymore. And his growth now that he was back was pretty decent. And funny enough, now that Leafy was back, some of the people who used to hate on Leafy actually began to start liking his new content style, now that he was more laid back and relaxed now that his content had a bit of substance to them, as he talked about the stock market and a bunch of drama going on the internet. But some of his biggest topics he began to start making on his channel would actually be about the topic of Pokemon, which, like most people Leafy talks about, she had a big controversial past and has a tendency as a person who can't take any sort of criticism from anyone. But Leafy's biggest take he would make about Pokemon would be about her secret boyfriend.
You tier 3 subs, she has a boyfriend. Let me say that one more time. Dude, she has a boyfriend and you're fucking pathetic.
As he said this because, like most people always say, Pokemon has a whole army of simps supporting her, and all these low-life simps who think donating large amounts of money to Pokemon is going to result in them getting closer to Pokemon and potentially dating her, which is obviously not true. So like iDubbbz's concept art videos, Leafy would want to make a bunch of concept nuke videos about Pokemon, as his first concept nuke video had gone on the trending page on YouTube, but this video ended up getting age restricted and taken off the trending page, but then was back up on the trending page, and then age restricted again and taken off the trending page. This was all happening because Pokemon Sims and people in the Twitch community had actually been supporting Pokemon along this time, and many people had been attacking the people who hate on her. But then Leafy was going to bring back the 2016 version of him, as he began taking shots at her and his fanbase attacking her. This resulted in her announcing that she would be taking a month-long break from streaming, and her reason was because of the pandemic, but some people say it was because of Leafy. Shortly afterwards, she was going to make an apology video on YouTube, talking about all of the bad stuff she did, and even mention Leafy in it. But even though that Pokemon wasn't a break, Leafy was going to make 10 more videos about Pokemon, as now he was just trying to milk the Pokemon situation for more views, which I don't blame him for. But these videos sparked up a huge risk for Leafy's channel, as because for the past 3 years, his channel has always been in a huge risk for termination, because in YouTube's eyes, these videos about Pokemon were supposedly bullying. So on the morning of August 20th, 2020, Leafy's channel was suddenly banned without a warning, and Pokemon were going to say that she had nothing to do with Leafy's ban, and this caused many people super confused and frustrated about Leafy's ban overnight without a warning. But it would be confirmed that Leafy's channel was banned because of harassment and bullying, and this was most likely due to his Pokemon videos, as his 10+ videos about Pokemon didn't have much to do with her. But then after Leafy got banned off of YouTube, this caused him to get banned off Twitter a couple times, Twitch, and even a channel that he didn't even own but was run by someone else. But that channel also got banned. Currently, Leafy's presence that he still has is on Instagram, as that's really the only place that he can still keep in touch with his audience, as Leafy's downfall didn't have to do with a decline in popularity, well before he came back to YouTube, but Leafy's downfall mainly had to do with the nature his content was in, as some people say that Leafy's ban was deserved, and YouTube was in the right, and some people say that Leafy did a lot of harm to certain channels that he made, but Leafy is one of the prime examples of a target of YouTube nowadays, as he cannot make a YouTube channel anymore, and he is pretty much deplatformed off of every major video sharing platform, as there's really no hope that LeafyIsHere will ever return back to YouTube, and it shows how YouTube can get rid of a channel overnight without even a warning. But Leafy's ban shows how different YouTube was 5 years ago to now. But that's all for today's video. If you guys enjoyed this video, then consider subscribing and drop a like if you want to. Go follow my Twitter at Scorpion_1, and follow my Twitch and join the Discord. But thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.